Why you got me going down this rabbit hole, Liz? Let me get up out of here.
No, see how you're coming for me. Like, you didn't just give me 3 books on my TBR. Like, Colette.
I had to put the phone down. Like the phone was about to burn me, girl. So
Happy Thursday and welcome to Pero Kama Podcast with Colette and myself, Liz. Today we're going to be going over some fall recs. These are books that we have not read but we want to read or are currently reading during this fall season. Colette, would you like to start off with yours?
yeah. So my first fall rec is going to be Emily Wiles, Encyclopedia. Let's start that again. Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've heard nothing but good things about this book.
Me too.
You know, my book guru Carrie says she loves it, so I had to go ahead. I bought the book years ago. So it says, a Cambridge professor, Emily Wilde, is good at many things. She's the foremost expert on the study of fairies. She's a genius scholar and a meticulous researcher who is writing the world's first encyclopedia of fairy lore. But Emily Wilde is not good at people. She could never make small talk at a party or even get invited to one. And she prefers the company of her books, her dog Shadow, and the fair folk to other people. So when she arrives in the hard scrabble village of something, I can't pronounce that, Emily has no intention of befriending the gruff townsfolk, nor does she care to spend time with another new arrival, her dashing and insufferably handsome academic rival, Wendell Bambley, who manages to charm the townsfolk, muddle Emily's research, and utterly confound and frustrate her. But as Emily gets closer and closer to uncovering the secrets of the hidden ones, the most elusive of all fairies, lurking in the shadowy forest outside of the town, she also finds herself on the trail of another mystery. Who is Wendell Bambley, and what does he really want? To find the answer, she'll have to unlock the greatest mystery of all, her own heart. So it's a romance about fairies. I don't know. Shit. Anyways, it sounds great. What's your next read, Liz?
Mine is Wayward by Emily Hart. I'm actually currently reading this. I'm enjoying it. It's witchy. It has 3 different points of views from different time periods. I am wayward and wild inside. 2019. Under cover of darkness, Kate flees London for ramshackle wayward cottage. Inherited from a great aunt she barely remembers. With its tumbling ivy and overgrown garden, the cottage is worlds away from the abusive partner who tormented Kate. But she soon suspects that her great aunt had a secret, one that lurks in the bones of the cottage, hidden ever since the witch hunts of the 17th century. 1619. Altha is awaiting trial for the murder of a local farmer who was stampeded to death by his herd. When Altha was a girl, her mother taught her their magic, a kind not rooted in spellcasting, but in a deep knowledge of the natural world. But unusual women have always been deemed dangerous, and as the evidence of witchcraft is laid out against Altha, she knows it will take all her powers to maintain her freedom. Third point of view, 1942. As World War II rages, Violet is trapped in her family's grand, crumbling estate. Straitjacketed by societal convention, she longs for the robust education her brother receives, and for her mother, long deceased, who was rumored to have gone mad before her death. The only traces Violet has of her are a locket bearing the initial W and the word wayward scratched into the baseboard of her bedroom. Weaving together the stories of 3 extraordinary women across 5 centuries, Wayward is an astonishing debut and an enthralling novel of female resilience. It's good so far. I'm really enjoying it.
Okay. Yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but for me, I don't know. I don't like I you know me. I like a good timepiece, but I don't know why that book just throws me off. I'm like,
Probably just I don't know. I don't know.
I'll wait for you to read it and then we can discuss.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So my next book is A Discovery of Witches. Again, the series, the full series, all 3 seasons, is now available on Netflix, so you can watch it if you want to. That's how I found out about it, and then I realized it was a book, so then naturally,
That's how I found out about it.
I had to go read the book. So, Deborah Hartnett, and this is her debut.
Animated. Get it, girl.
Yeah. Deborah Hartnett's sparkling debut, A Discovery of Witches, has brought her into the spotlight and galvanized fans around the world. In this tale of passion and obsession, Diana Bishop, a young scholar and a descendant of witches, discovers a long-lost and enchanted alchemical manuscript, Ashmole 782, deep in Oxford's Bodleian Library. Its reappearance summons a fantastical underworld which she navigates with her leading man, vampire geneticist Matthew Claremont. Vampire geneticist. I'm here for it. Hartnett has created a universe to rival those of Anna Rice, Diana Gabaldon, and Elizabeth Kostova, and she adds a scholar's depth to this riveting tale of magic and suspense. So the reason I recommended this for fall because you're like, it's vampires and witches. It's set in a school setting. We all know kids go back to school during the fall. Just saying. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, A Discovery of Witches.
So not because of the witches.
No, I did it because they're back in the school setting.
I actually like the show. So
I do too.
I'm excited for you to tell me about the book.
Yeah. And then I saw this girl, she had like the special edition for the All Souls trilogy, which is A Discovery of Witches in the other 2 books. I want it, but I haven't read it yet, so I don't know. But anyways, what's your next one?
My next one is one of my new buys.
Okay.
And it is Love in the Time of Serial Killers. Because serial killers, I think Halloween, Michael.
Why?
That's when he comes out.
No, you said for a fall you think of serial killers. Why?
Michael Myers.
Is Michael Myers a serial killer? You know, I've never watched those movies.
Yeah, he does. Yes. Yeah. And just because it's like murder and Halloween is always associated. I love Halloween. I just want you to know I am by no means trashing Halloween. I have more Halloween decorations than I have Christmas decorations. It's my favorite season. So for me, fall is spooky. I know people get cozy and get, pumpkin spice lattes. For me, it's spooky. Like I want all the spooky, all the dark, it's okay. I'm going back to therapy. The way you're looking at me, Colette. Okay.
I still love you, girl. I still love you.
Yeah, I know. PH candidate Phoebe Walsh has always been obsessed with true crime. She's even analyzing the genre in her dissertation, if she can manage to finish writing it. It's hard to find the time while she spends the summer in Florida cleaning out her childhood home, dealing with her obnoxiously good-natured younger brother, and grappling with the complicated feelings of mourning a father she hadn't had a relationship with for years. It doesn't help that she's low-key convinced that her new neighbor, Sam Dennings, is a serial killer, Colette. There's somebody running in her county with the last name Dennings. Anyway, he may dress business casual by day, but at night he's clearly up to something. It's not long before Phoebe realizes that Sam might be something much scarier, a genuinely nice guy who can pierce her armor to reach her vulnerable heart. I think her brother's the serial killer. I just want to say that now.
And then you can prove your theory when you read it. I like it.
Yeah. Guys. So cute. Can't even do ASMR on a book.
The next book I have is The Jinn Waits 100 Years by Shubnam Khan.
Say that again?
The Jinn Waits 100 Years by Shubnam Khan. I know I am butchering your name. I'm so sorry.
I didn't catch the title, not the name. I heard the name.
The Jinn Waits 100 Years. Okay.
Okay.
Akbar Manzil was once a grand estate off the coast of South Africa. Nearly a century later, it stands in the ruins, an isolated boarding house for eclectic misfits seeking solely to disappear into the mansion's dark corridors. Except for Sana. Unlike the others, she is curious and questioning and finds herself irresistibly drawn to the history of the mansion, to the eerie and forgotten East Wing, home to a clutter of broken and abandoned objects, and to the door at its end, locked for decades. Behind the door is a bedroom frozen in time and a worn diary that whispers of a dark past, the long-forgotten story of a young woman named Mina, who died there tragically 100 years ago. Watching Sana from the room's shadows is a besotted? You know what I'm saying, right? Besotted. Take that how you will. A besotted, grieving jinn, an invisible spirit who has haunted the mansion since her mysterious death. Obsessed with Mina's story and unaware of the creature that follows her, Sana digs into the past like fingers into a wound, dredging up old and terrible secrets that will change the lives of everyone living and dead at Akbar Manzil. Sublime, heart-wrenching, and lyrically stunning. The Jinn Waits 100 Years is a haunting, a love story, and a mystery, all twined beautifully into one young girl's search for belonging. Tell me that don't sound good.
That sounds good.
Yeah. I saw that and I said, listen here, I've never heard of I guess like from an Indian perspective. I don't want to just say Indian because there's so many more, but an Indian perspective. I just thought it was cool. And the cover is stunning. But anyways, what's next?
For me, I've had this book probably 10 years. And every year I tell myself,
Girl.
I'm going to read it for the spooky season.
Excuse me.
I'm recommending it, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you guys because I love each and every one of you guys and don't want to do that. I'm not going to be reading this spooky season because it's forever long and I'm just not on the speed train for reading right now. I'm paced, like I'm just, and I just know I'm not, I don't want to lie, but it's called House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski.
I remember you saying you wanted to read that in January.
Yeah. But it's okay. First of all, this isn't like a normal size paperback.
Yeah.
Or even, let's see, even hardcover. Yeah. You see the size difference, guys? I'm not.
Yeah.
One edge. Okay. Then it's forever thick. It is. Oh, what is that? Okay. 708 pages. And it's written pretty wonky throughout some of them. Like some of them are in text. Then it'll have pages like this. So let me let you know what it's about. Years ago, when House of Leaves was first being passed around, it was nothing more than a badly bundled heap of paper, parts of which would occasionally surface on the internet. No one could have anticipated a small but devoted following this terrifying story would soon command. Starting with an odd assortment of marginalized youth, musicians, tattoo artists, programmers, strippers, environmentalists, and adrenaline junkies, the book eventually made its way to the hands of older generations, who not only found themselves in those strangely arranged pages, but also discovered a way back into the lives of their estranged children. Now, for the first time, this astonishing novel is made. This isn't even what the book's about. Whatever, look it up. I'm not.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Why would they do that? There's a whole back of the book. They didn't even use it all. Does it make sense to you? Then I look at the back flap. What?
Oh, God. They got you, Liz. They got you.
Anyways.
House of Leaves,
The
y'all.
book without the cover.
Yeah, that looks chaotic. Like the way that it looks like you're inside of a chaotic mind.
Well, I did read like a few pages of it when I first got it.
Mm-hmm.
And the book, the character's talking about an author, and this author, they go into his apartment, and the apartment is chaotic. So makes sense.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Just I don't know. I don't have the tablet or anything to look up. So I'm so sorry, y'all. I really thought I was telling y'all about the book because it's about a book within a book. That's why it made sense to me. Okay. Anyway.
So my next one is The Seven Moons of Molly Almeida by Shion Karunthalaka. I'm so sorry. I know I'm butchering y'all's names. I do apologize. This book is available for free on Audible Plus if you have it. What is this book about? This book is the winner of the Booker Prize for 2022, just so you know. So, Colombo, 1990. Molly Almeida, war photographer, gambler, and closet queen, has woken up dead in what seems like a celestial visa office. His dismembered body is sinking in the serene Beira Lake, and he has no idea who killed him. In a country where scores are settled by death squads, suicide bombers, and hired goons, the list of suspects is depressingly long, as the ghouls and ghosts with grudges who cluster around can attest. But even in the afterlife, time is running out for Molly. He has 7 moons to contact the man and woman he loves most and lead them to the photos that will rock Sri Lanka. 10 years after this prize-winning novel, Shimanin, I'm sorry, y'all, established his as one of Sri Lanka's foremost authors. Oh, this is about author, child. Anyways, apparently this is a satire of the Sri Lankan Civil War. But a lot of people have said that it's a great book to read during the fall. I don't know why. I saw it. It looked interesting. I'm telling y'all about it.
We do not judge y'all. We only judge each other. There y'all know.
Yeah. The Seven Moons of Molly Almeida. I'm interested, though. I'm intrigued. All right, what's your next book, Liz?
How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. Do you ever get a book and then it's like it came damaged and it bothers you?
Yes.
No? Yeah, like I want to go back to Target, but I'm not because it's not anything. Anyways. Sorry, guys. That was pointless. Anyway. When Louise finds out that her parents have died, she dreads going home. She doesn't want to leave her daughter with her ex and fly to Charleston. She doesn't want to do that, no. She doesn't want to deal with her family home, stuffed to the rafters with remnants of her father's academic career and her mother's lifelong obsession of the puppets and dolls. I would just burn the house down. If there's anyone who watches scary movies, dolls, puppets, No, anyway. She doesn't want to learn how to live without the two people who knew and loved her best in the world. I already have thoughts about that. Most of all, she doesn't want to deal with her brother, Mark, who never left their hometown, gets fired from one job after another, and resents her success. Unfortunately, she'll need his help to get the house ready for sale because it'll take more than some new paint on the walls and clearing out a lifetime of memories to get this place on the market. But some houses don't want to be sold, and Luis and Mark's home has other plans for them.
Mm-mm.
That's absolutely fall read right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know how it is, Colette.
Thank you. My anxiety already rising up.
No, you know what gives me anxiety? The end of the world movies. Those like apocalypse. Those give me so much anxiety, and like the ones where, yeah, no, I can't. That gives me anxiety.
All right, and now my final book is Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. This is a standalone. I was just trying to think back to my other book recommendations. Yeah, this is a standalone. The only life Tress has known on her island home in an emerald green ocean has been a simple one, with the simple pleasures of collecting cups brought by the sailors from faraway lands and listening to stories told by her friend Charlie. But when his father takes him on a voyage to find a bride and disaster strikes, hold up. Takes who on a voyage? The friend? Anyway. But when his father takes him on a voyage to find a bride and disaster strikes, Tress must stow away on a ship and seek the sorceress of the deadly midnight sea. Amid the spore ocean, I hate the word spore. It disgusts me. Anyways, amid the spore oceans where pirates abound, can Tress leave her simple life behind and make her own place sail in a ship where a single drop of water can mean instant death? So y'all don't bathe? I have questions.
I love how we get the books. Like but we dissect. We criticize the description of the book. Like we're already talking shit while reading the description, but we're gonna read the book.
Yeah. So if you know, this is a standalone book from the Cosmere universe for Brandon Sanderson. I don't know if y'all know, but Brandon Sanderson is like a big deal. He wrote The Way of Kings. He wrote the Mistborn series. He's like up there with George R.R. Martin.
Okay.
He's one of those type of writers. So the Cosmere world is The Way of Kings, that series. But this is a standalone from that world. Have I read The Way of Kings? Hell no. Because I saw it and I saw how thick that book was. And I said, you got it. Don't even worry about it. But will I read this standalone for 384 pages? Yes, I will. I feel like that'll be enough for me. That'll suffice. I recommend it. And what's your final book, Liz?
My final book, I'm going to need your help with this one.
Mm-hmm.
If you could look it up so that you could read the description, because it's boxed up.
Okay.
It's Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. I don't know how people wouldn't want to read that book for the fall season.
Wasn't that a movie?
Yes, with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman.
Oh, they have a
It's a series. I think it's 4 books.
It came out 25 years ago. It's really pretty. I'm over here looking at the picture. I'm so sorry. Hold up.
No, you're good. And it's on Book of the Month.
Okay. For more than 200 years, the Owens women have been blamed for everything that has gone wrong in their Massachusetts town. I can never pronounce that state. You know what I'm talking about. Jillian and Sally have endured the fate as well. As children, the sisters were forever outsiders, taunted, talked about, pointed at. Their elderly aunts almost seemed to encourage the whispers of witchery with their musty house. Hell no, y'all don't air out the house? Anyway, with their musty house and their exotic concoctions and their crowd of black cats. But all Jillian and Sally wanted was to escape. One day, nope, one will do so much. Let's try this again. One will do so by marrying, the other by running away. But the bonds they share will bring them back, almost as if by magic.
Isn't that so cute? Love,
Really?
witchery, spells.
That's actually a
fall.
short book. It's 286 pages.
So that's my final full recommendation for this video.
Did you know this is part of a series? There are 4 books.
Yeah, there's isn't it 4, right? Yeah.
Why you got me going down this rabbit hole, Liz? Let me get up out of here.
No, see how you're coming for me. Like, you didn't just give me 3 books on my TBR. Like, Colette.
I had to put the phone down. Like, the phone was about to burn me, girl. So those are our fall recommendations. We hope y'all read some of our recommendations. But if not, let us know what you'll be reading.
Now, that is something we will judge you for, is not reading. No, I'm just joking.
Right.
I reserve my judgment for Colette and her AI books.
You know, yeah. I don't care what you say. My AI book was fantastic.
No, yeah. I'm so sorry. Again.
It was so funny.
It was. I enjoyed it a lot. So I think the audiobook helped too.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But you guys, as always, how I end the video, the same every single time. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Yeah, Liz, come through with the... And we will see y'all next week, y'all. We love you. Bye.